The meeting room will come to order. We are now holding a meeting of the Area 2 FFA Association. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they're at their stations, and report back to you, Mr. President. The parliamentarian.
Stationed by Robert's Rules of Order.
Your duties there.
I serve as an advisor and consultant to the President and members on procedural matters. In my possession, I keep a copy of Robert's Rules of Order, our Constitution and bylaws, and the official FFA manual. It is my duty to see that parliamentary procedure is carried on efficiently.
The historian.
Stationed by the area scrapbook.
Your duties there.
I keep a record of the past and present activities of the chapter and its members. I organize the chapter scrapbook and serve as a reference on chapter history. A good record of chapter accomplishments can be a credit to the chapter.
The chaplain.
Stationed by the Bible.
Your duties there.
The Bible has served mankind for many years. We have in our motto, living to serve. May we use the Bible to guide both our faith and service to our fellow man.
The sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there.
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia and strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed by the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there.
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standing through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there.
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based upon true knowledge and ripen with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep the plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Mr. President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will now call the roll of members.
There are 347 members and guests present, Mr.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this meeting of the Area 2 FFA Association duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matter which may properly be presented. Good evening and welcome to the 2020 Area 2 Greenhand Degree Initiation. This is an important night for all first-year Ag students. You are about to take the first step in your FFA career. I remember 3 years ago when I sat in the bleachers of Gallatin High School, eager to see what opportunities were in store. My jacket at the time was way too big, but I grew to love the corduroy jacket that I now proudly wear. It is my hope that in your jacket, you will be able to make memories, meet lifelong friends, and develop the qualities of leadership that every FFA member should possess. This year will be challenging, but I have no doubt that we can make this year great. Your FFA experience starts now. It is up to you, Greenhands, to make everything you can out of this opportunity. I wish you all success as you begin your journey tonight. At this time, I would like Alexis Henry, your Area 2 chaplain, to come forward and give the invocation.
Please join me in a manner of prayer. Lord, we pray to you tonight for many reasons. May you bless our advisors and the people who have influenced these green hands to be here tonight. May each and every one of these green hands be blessed with courage, determination, and the will to do what is right. For tonight may be the turning point in their lives because you have blessed them with the glorious organization of FFA. We pray that you give our officer team clarity tonight as we carry out the initiation process. May you keep us safe through these challenging times and in the days to come. Amen.
Thank you, Alexis. We are ready to begin the Greenhand Degree ceremony. I now call on Bradley Williams, your area secretary, to begin the ceremony.
Mr. President, I have the applications of 322 students enrolled in agricultural education who are candidates for the Greenhand FFA degree.
Our Constitution outlines minimum qualifications for this degree. We shall now determine if these candidates qualify. Madam Vice President, do all candidates have satisfactory plans for programs of supervised agricultural experience?
They have.
Have all candidates met other qualifications outlined in Article 6, Section C of the National Constitution?
They have.
The candidates' names will be read later in the program. Will the candidates please rise? Candidates, you are about to receive the Greenhand FFA degree in a national organization of members who expect to enter a career in the industry of agriculture. Will you strive to further develop your abilities through active participation in the FFA? If so, answer, we will. The basic beliefs of FFA members are outlined in the FFA Creed, which will be presented by Grayson Kuhn of the Trenton FFA chapter. Candidates, you may be seated.
Creed speaking, Grayson Kuhn, Trenton FFA. The FFA Creed by E.M. Tiffany. I believe in the future of agriculture, with the faith born, not of words, but of deeds. Achievements won by the present and past generations of agriculturists. In the promise of better days through better ways, even as the better things we now enjoy have come to us from the struggles of former years. I believe that to live and work on a good farm or to be engaged in other agricultural pursuits is pleasant as well as challenging, for I know the joys and discomforts of agricultural life and hold an inborn fondness for those associations, which even in hours of discouragement, I cannot deny. I believe in leadership from ourselves and respect from others. I believe in my own ability to work efficiently and think clearly with such knowledge and skill as I can secure. In the ability of progressive agriculturists to serve our own and the public interests in producing and marketing the product of our toil. I believe in less dependence on begging and more power in bargaining, and the life abundant and enough honest wealth to help make it so. For others as well as myself, and less need for charity and more of it when needed, and being happy myself and playing square with those whose happiness depends upon me. I believe that American agriculture can and will hold true to the best traditions of our national life, and that I can exert an influence in my home and community which will stand solid for my part in that inspiring task. Thank you.
Thank you, Grayson. I hope that all of you will always carry the spirit of the creed in your hearts and the words in your memory.
Career development is a lifelong process. Your activities in this organization will help you acquire the ability to cooperate with others for the benefit of all. A good attitude and respect for the rights of others are essential for success in life.
The vast agricultural complex forms the foundation of our American economy. You've chosen well by your expression of interest in a future career in this, our nation's largest field of endeavor.
By your enrollment in agricultural education, you have taken an important step to becoming a useful citizen of our democracy. May you, like George Washington, use your talents and training for the betterment of yourself as well as your fellow man.
The FFA is a national organization of young men and women preparing for careers in agriculture. I am proud to add your name to the roll of the Area 2 Missouri FFA Association and the national organization.
Success in a career and in life is largely the result of a sound education and a willingness to work. Without labor, we accomplish little, and unless our labor is directed by intelligent thinking, we accomplish nothing.
The pin worn by the Greenhands is made of bronze. Because of its hardness and endurance, bronze has been used for ages by those who sought a better substitution for crude stone instruments. May these qualities of hardness and endurance carry you far in our organization.
Although you have done well and merit this recognition, let me remind you that there are heights yet to be attained. Just as there are metals more precious than bronze, there are rarer and more precious laurels to be worn in an organization. The silver pin of the chapter FFA degree and the golden charm of the state FFA degree await those who earn them.
In order to attain these higher degrees, you must possess rare and golden qualities. You must be malleable, but never crushed, ductile, but never drawn into anything base or dishonorable, glowing with enthusiasm, but unaltered by the heat of conflict. It is my sincere wish that some of you will eventually be awarded the golden key of the American FFA degree. Your future is before you. Through hard work and wise decisions, you may attain the highest place in our organization, so eagerly sought by all worthy members.
The FFA organization practices agricultural leadership, citizenship, and cooperation. If you develop your abilities, you may become a leader in this organization. We need you, and this country needs strong leadership. We welcome you as Greenhands. Your advisor will present each of you with the Greenhand pin. Today, we are pleased to announce a vice president of the Missouri State FFA Association. A member of the Grundy County R5 FFA chapter, she competed in various leadership development events and was part of the 2019 third place team in the State Farm Management Contest. She is currently a student at the University of Missouri-Columbia, majoring in nursing. She is a beginner ukulele player, enjoys watching her favorite TV shows and movies, and is very active in the Christian Campus House. Without further ado, Anna Milazzo.
I haven't worn pantyhose since I was 8 years old. I was zipping up a stiff blue corduroy jacket, and I was headed to my first ever FFA event, Greenhand Initiation. I walked across stage, got my Greenhand card, saw the quote on the front, and went back to my seat. Then, when I flipped the card over, there was a handwritten message from my FFA advisor, a specific one just for me. It said, "Life is a marathon, not a race." And for freshman Anna, and probably Anna still today, that means slow down. Take a second. Enjoy the moment. Stop stressing. Breathe. But for you guys, I think we can take this just a little bit differently. One summer, my family was going on summer vacation, and we decided to go to Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. I was so excited. I'd never been to a beach before, and I was going to come back with one of those glorious tans and be so beautiful for the start of the school year. We went to the beach after a forever long car ride with my siblings, and when we got there, I put on my sunscreen, I ran into the ocean, played with my siblings in the ocean, and then decided that to get my glorious tan, I needed to lay out for a while. While I was tanning in the sun, I fell asleep. And like all stories, when somebody falls asleep tanning, they get super sunburnt. And I was no exception. So I woke up from my nap and realized that I probably slept for just a little bit too long, but was hoping that my slightly pink skin was going to turn straight to a tan the next morning. When I woke up, though, my tan was not a tan. It was bright red. I looked like a lobster. But I still had a whole vacation to do, and my sunburn was painful and very inconvenient and not in any way part of my plan. But it happened. But my vacation was still filled with joy, even though I was sunburnt. We went parasailing, we did bike rides through the forest, we saw alligators, we ate tons of ice cream. And when I look back on that vacation, all I see is the happy memories from that, not my sunburn. FFA members, coronavirus is like a sunburn. It wasn't planned, it's inconvenient, and sometimes it's pretty painful. But it doesn't take away from the whole entire trip of your FFA journey. Life is a marathon, not a race. You guys are on the first steps of a whole entire marathon in FFA. You have a little bit of a rough start, kind of inconvenient, but still have a beautiful journey and a glorious ending ahead of you. You just have to persevere through these challenges and keep running. Life is a marathon, not a race, and a marathon is 26.2 miles. You guys are on the first few steps of the 26.2 miles. I would encourage you to keep going because FFA has so many things in store just for you. It's not always going to be like this, but right now, it is. You have so many memories to make in your blue corduroy. Meeting new people, late night trips for ice cream with your advisor, contest teams, public speaking, officer positions, the best friends you'll ever make. Those are all here for you. I still don't like wearing pantyhose. And I'm at like mile 23 out of 26.2 in my marathon, and I'm coming to an end. And when I look back on my journey, yeah, there was some inconveniences. Yeah, there were some things that I wish would have been different. But overall, it is one of the best journeys of my whole entire life. When I think of my blue corduroy, I can't help but smile. FFA has held such a special part in my heart because of sitting in seats just like you guys are. Life is a marathon, not a race. So run it.
Thank you, Anna, for your words of encouragement and your service to the Area 2 and Missouri FFA associations.
Motivation is the key factor to success in anything you do. In my FFA career, I found my motivation through contests. They made me want to compete and become the best member I possibly could. They allowed me to set goals and explore new ideas. Greenhands, today I challenge you to find your motivation so you can achieve your goals and become the best member possible within your chapter.
The Albany FFA chapter Greenhands are Jax Henderson, Tatum Peterson, Angel Dulesky, Brooklyn Wink, Raven Gillespie, Cami Fritzl, and Isaac Portwood.
The Bramer FFA Greenhands: Landon Baker, Elijah Coates, Hadley Coates, Delaney Davies, Jenna File, Emma Hall, Griffin Hewson, Alec Kelly, Chase Kincaid, Garrett Nyquist, Lexi Odell, Carissa Rogers, Lila Smith, and Clayton Tankersley.
The Breckenridge FFA Greenhands.
I remember sitting in the gym at my high school for Greenhand initiation and seeing the sea of blue corduroy jackets all around me. That's when it hit me that this organization is like no other. So I took the opportunity to participate in speaking events and contest teams and learn the value of community through my FFA family. The friends and memories that I've made by being an active member in this organization will be a part of my life forever. Greenhands, I challenge you to always keep an open mind and be looking for ways to get the most out of your FFA career.
The Canesville FFA Greenhands, Garrett Baker, Braden Eakes, and Michelle Boswell.
From the Cameron FFA chapter, Sydney Allen, Allison Ashbrook, Angelica Bailey, Hunter Barton, Rebecca Bell, Hallie Blair, Alexis Bonds, Terry Brandt, Justice Brewer, William Brewer, Ashton Burton, Harley Burton, Trey Caldwell, Carly Campbell, Allie Cass, Libby Cruikshank, Sam Erickson, Caden Fletcher, Kelsey Garton, Jacob Gray, Patience Greer, Kendall Harper, Lily Hauser, Guy Howell, Ella Jameson, Gracelyn Jorgensen, Cooper Kearns, Jackson Klink, Keaton Keckner, Sydney Lockridge, Colton Marks, Leah McBee, Dominic McBride, Chase Miller, Christy Morris, Joshua Morrison, Tabitha Mullen, Landon Ogle, River Ormsby, Brendan Pauley, Madeline Proctor, Gabe Query, Jordan Rhodes, Rachel Riddle, Hope Samuel, Michael Seitz, Callie Teal, Emmy Teal, Drew Thogmartin, Camry Thornton, Brandon Wheeler, Trevor Wolf, and Logan Wright.
Some may say family, others may say friends. When I think of FFA, I think of determination. As a member of my FFA chapter, as well as the area officer team, I've experienced the hard work that goes into being successful in FFA. Whether it's staying up late at night studying for contest teams, practicing an interview weeks before it's due, or even the countless hours that goes into preparing a public speech. There's so many successful people in FFA, and they all have one thing in common. That's determination.
The Chillicothe FFA Greenhands: Madison Albaugh, Luke Anderson, McKenna R., Avery Baxter, Hadley Beamer, Madeline Beatsma, Brighton Bavell, Jolie Bonder, Jalen Boss, Landon Bradley, Nathan Breyer, Brody Cairns, Gavin Campbell, Alexis Carmen, Gabriel Cassidy, Cooper Clairday, Milo Costner, Ethan Cramner, Carver Crawford, Mary Drake, Ethan Davis, Tyler Doyle, Joel Edwards, Bridget Eller, Olivia Gerhart, Parker Gordon, Lucas Heldebrand, Jenna Hicks, Maggie Horton, Emma Ishmael, Macy Johnson, Shaylin Johnson, Cole Judy, Ryan Kincaid, Delaney Kiefer, Caden Larson, Grant Lamer, Stephen Leatherman, Cody Lemon, Leighton McCoy, Marilyn Mercer, Mason Meservey, Tucker Narr, Briar Neese, Sawyer Neese, Lane Nickel, SB Parks, Kennison Potter, Justin Pyle, Kaylin Reinhart, Ray Robinson, Jacob Roney, Carson Sam, Lane Samsel, Emily Schreiner, Emily Shipers, Cameron Stevens, Tyler Stevens, McKenna Stottlemyre, Asia Stretch, Jackson Trout, Bella Watson, and Jakiah White.
The Gallatin FFA Greenhands are Annabelle Ball, Abigail Burns, Jasmine Cecil, Emma Christopher, Hannah Critton, Hayden Jeffers, Luke Johnson, Lori King, Keegan McBroom, Christian Mackley, Rayleigh Nance, Markel Nielsen, Alana Rainey, Jaden Rainey, Betty Rogers, River Tanner, Haley Vanderslice, Owen Waterbury, Annison Wayne, and Jaden Wilson.
The Gilman City FFA Greenhands.
What will be your driving factor to be a successful FFA member? Will it be the note cards with your goals written on it,
or the early mornings spent with your ag advisor working on record books, or those late nights working on your SAE or with your contest teams. During your time in FFA, do things that push you out of your comfort zone. Whatever your why is, pursue it every day with 100%. Strive to be the best you can be and grow as a person and make your mark within the FFA.
The Grandy R5 FFA Greenhands: Corbin Axtell, Michael Brill, Cooper Kaufman, Slade Hill, Lainey Lewis, Nicholas Mann, Carly McBee, Molly Malazzo, Peyton Moore, Carly Smith, Leighton Stonger, Chloe Weskull.
The Hamilton FFA chapter.
One of my favorite parts of FFA is CDEs. I love the competitive drive and the family bond within a team. My contest team throughout high school has been a team full of redheads, so you can only imagine the rivalry. Constantly picking each other when one of us gets 4 score. That's how we stay motivated, flaming each other's egos for the betterment of the team. My advisor also plays a big part of motivation, reminding us that we are to be carrying our part of the team because if we aren't driving, we are settling. Everyone starts at the bottom. You'll never go into your first contest knowing every metamorphosis and map part or every cut of meat. Contest taught me that what sets you apart from a crowd is your heart and hustle. So Greenhands, I challenge you this spring to find a CDE that pushes you beyond your limits. One that takes you outside your comfort zone, and I want you to excel in it because how you do anything is how you do everything.
Hardin Central Greenhands.
From the Jamesport FFA chapter: Luxus Blakely Wright, Tori Dunks, Ella Lockridge, Liberty Perkins, Monty Hughes, Kedrick Mooney, and Cale Turner.
From the Kearney FFA chapter, the Greenhands are Presley Oliver, Hayden Rhodes, Chase Burgess, Atlee Edwards, Bryson Morrison, Garrett Smith, Logan Ingracia, Taylor Eckerberg, Grace Kimberlin.
With FFA, we need to begin with the end in mind. Your goals that you set as a Greenhand should serve you as a roadmap to guide you through your journey in FFA. Your goals might include making it to state or nationals on a CDE team, obtaining your American FFA degree, or even winning a star or proficiency within your SAE. If I could emphasize one thing to you as you are in the early stages of your FFA career, it would be this. Set high expectations for yourself in FFA and use your goals as motivation to reach your full potential in this organization. Begin with the end in mind and ask yourself each day, what have I done to reach my goal?
The Maysville FFA Greenhands.
Norburn Greenhands: Kennedy Heel, Braden Cook, Hunter Drele, Hudson Matthews, Corey Lewis. The North Davies FFA Greenhands are Jesse Smith and Michaela Moringa.
For many years, I have watched students go through the Princeton Ag Building and put their all into the contest teams they compete in. Even though it didn't always go their way, when asked about their time on that team, it was the best 16 weeks of their life. I have seen this hard work and integrity and craved that feeling. As I prepare for life after high school, I think about the contest teams that I have competed on and how they will affect my future. My plans include going on and judging livestock collegiately. So my question to you as Greenhands is, what life skills can you take away from your contest team and how will they affect your future?
The North Harrison FFA Greenhands are Dylan Hartston, Jerry Gilpatrick, Keegan Johnson, Erica Gherkin, Braden Nail, Caleb Richards, JC Davis, Carson Urey, and Trinity Doolittle.
The North Mercer FFA Greenhands: Gracie Rogers, Reagan Vincent, Maddie Fisher, Brendan Wolf, Wes Hashman, Tyler Minicki, Amelia Brown, Brianna Hook, Emma Shipley, JC Davis, Sam Delegard, and Caleb Kleiber.
What does FFA mean to you? This is a typical question asked to all FFA members. I come from a small chapter called the Bramer FFA. We have 50 FFA members. I am the vice president of the officer team. I would have never guessed that I would have been here in the first grade. Some of you might not know that I have a reading disability.
This task has challenged me my whole life. School has never came easy to me, but FFA did. FFA welcomed me with open arms and showed me who I truly was on the inside. The FFA organization is my happy place, my safe place, and my second home. Greenhands, the FFA welcomes you with open arms. I challenge you all in 4 years to look back and see what you did through the FFA and what has the FFA meant to you.
The Pattonsburg FFA Greenhands.
The Polo FFA Greenhands.
Princeton FFA Greenhands. Hannah Min, Evan Hauk, Emma Walkup, Dylan Girdner, Wade Holt, and Nicholas Rubio.
My first public speaking event when I was a freshman was the FFA Creed, and I was so nervous. I was a shy freshman giving the creed to 3 random judges. From that day forward, I have continued public speaking, and it has opened up so many doors for me. It has taught me how to present myself, think quickly, and make friends everywhere I go. I have connected with members from the area, district, and state level. As you can see, Greenhands, if I wouldn't have taken that chance, I wouldn't have connected with members, gained confidence, and became an active member. So I challenge you to go outside your comfort zone and try new things.
South Harrison Greenhands. Jarrett Evans, Austin Henry, Andrew Jackson, Garrison Seamster, Harper Schaefer, Jackson Slaughter, Jackson Thomas, Autumn Tidwell, Quinn Taylor, Jackson West, Paige Beatty, Megan Botcher, Morgan Botcher, Kylie Cannon, Hannah Carter, Emma Chamberlain, Madison Coots, Abby Henry, Chloe Hewlett, Kinsey Jones, Lindsay Kinnison, Madison Limburger, Morgan Nibel, Megan Norris, Channing Sherrill, Austin Tidwell, Tinley Weller, Chloe Norton.
Tina Avalon FFA Chapter. Hunter Howe, Adeline Schuler, Jerry Hussey, Mariah Bauer, Tucker Singer, Alexis Rhodes, Ian Condren, Abby Jones, Jackson Crow, Courtney Harris, and Clay Sturgeon.
I love line dancing. Stemming from 4-H camp when I was younger, it's just always been natural to me. I remember when I was a freshman at Greenhand Initiation, the area officers were dancing to Good Time by Alan Jackson. Without hesitation, I jumped in. This year will be different, but I encourage you to find your spark and use it and jump into whatever you're doing. When you find that spark and use it to ignite a fire within you, I can guarantee you that nothing will stand in your way of achieving great things in the FFA.
The Trenton FFA Greenhands. Hannah Oshel, Abby Simpson, Kate Clark, Kimberly Otto, Josie Rohrbeck, Kinsey Dolan, Katie Clark, Braden Hughes, Seth Elder, Lexi Stewart Lewis, Sarah Gayhart, Gabe Novak, Levi Johnson, Caden Spears, Seth Doolittle, Brody Polk, Ronnie Woods, and Derek Brown. David Sharp, Bryce Sparks, Jaden Carter, Kinsey Hansen, Dakota Thomas, Charlie Thomas, Braden Wiggs, Maddie Moore, Jenna Harris, Shanice Ireland, Sari Fernandez, Emma Roberts, Cade Claycomb, Milo Simpson, Maverick Soul, Gavin Cagle, Maverick Stye, Hugo Stuntsman, Peyton Brewer, Matthew Golden.
From the Winston FFA chapter, the Greenhands are Emma Beck, Marissa Youthy, Paige Lang, Eli Youthy, Sage Ekin, Trevor Flores, Trinity West, and Zoe Taylor.
Worth County FFA Greenhands. Landon Mosier, Tyler New, Dylan Gavigan, Colton Smith, Autumn Cusat, Tucker Riley, Briley Rush.
On behalf of the area officer team, I would like to thank all of the parents, family, members, and advisors who made this opportunity a success. Let's give these people a round of applause. Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I have none, Mr. President.
Does any member or guest know of any new or unfinished business which should now properly come before this meeting? We are about to adjourn this meeting of the Area 2 FFA Association. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, please join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I now declare this meeting adjourned.